Right, hello fishing people. Right, I'm just going to show you my MTX1 power pole from Matrix. Right, it's 13 meters. Now, it's specially made for carp. What you do is you get a lovely hold all, as you can see, with all the logo on it, so it looks smart and nice. You get 4 top kits with this. So I've got mine set up all with 4 different strength slick elastics on it, so I can either go up heavy for the big old boys in the margin or lighter for the smaller ones a bit further out or whatever I'm fishing. I've got one top section out here at the moment, but you also get an extension with it as well. As you can see, that's the Matrix extension pole. It comes all in nice tubes to protect them, and you've got a cupping kit inside the rest of the pole. I mean, you could take the cupping kit out and put it in another tube if you wished, but otherwise that was the gear you see me using yesterday. Now I'm going to show you some other bits and bobs about it, and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, I'm going to show you how I fix my rigs to my Dacron connector. Right, I normally like to use a second loop, only for the reason is, I'll show you, is when you fix it to a Dacron connector, you go to the first big loop, you put the line through it like this. Right, so you can get it through the loop, then you put your Dacron connector through there, like so. That's a bit fiddly to try and keep it in shot at the same time, and then you pull them tight like that. Right, and then it pulls up to the knot. Then you can see you've got the first loop is looped, and then the little loop on top. Just move my glasses so I can see. That's better. Right, now no matter how hard you pull that, you'll break the main line or you'll break the elastic, because the Dacron, that's very tough. Now, to release it, to change your rig, is you pull that loop. But I'll tell you the reason. This one with the second loop you use in open water, right? You can see, because that'll be like that in the water obviously, and that'll be your float down the bottom here somewhere, down here somewhere. So when you want to change the rig for some reason, is you just pull the loop and off it'll come, just like that. But in Blue Peter style, sorry, not to forget to tell you, that little loop is so easy it comes off the Dacron connector that you mustn't use this. Or you can, if there's any rubbish or hedges, bits of hedge, bits of bramble, anything in the margins, if you're really close in, if that catches that loop, it will pull your rig off. So I was taught that if you're going to use it close in the margins with bits of hedge and stuff like that very close to you, so you do the same as normal, but you only use the one loop. So what you do is you take that through there, and when you fix your Dacron connector to it, like that, and then it pulls up to the knot. As I said, that will never come off. I'll break the line or the elastic first. You see there's no loop to catch. So the best way to take your rig off first, with the one loop, sorry, is you just get a sharp spike and just pull that loop and that'll come off. It still comes off easily, but that's the way to do it. Don't use the loop close in the margins in case it catch any foliage. Use it in open water, but if you're right close in the margins up against bushes, use only the one loop, so that won't catch on anything and it won't come undone. Okie doke. So I hope that helps. Just be careful. Cheers. Right, one of the floats I was using yesterday, you can see here, if I get the right way round you can see what it was. Right, if I go nice and close, if it'll focus, if I go really close it might. It's a Maver, and that sounds a bit heavy, but it's 80 grams. As you can see, get it right. It might seem a bit heavy, but that was windy yesterday, so that's why I used it. Now, I was shown a better way to do it. This is a margin float for paste and stuff like that. But you see that's got an eye on the tip, the bristle, or base of the bristle rather. Then you put 3 rubbers on it. Now you have the first one here, middle one and the end one. Now I was always taught on the YouTube by the top boys again. I say top boys so you don't think that's my idea, it's not. I'm just doing what they show you. Now you have the end one, because if you have the rubber too far back here, you'll always have that little piece of float sticking out which your line can catch on. So what they do is they recommend to have it like this, see? And then you can see the silicone is half and half. Half here and half on the float. That way you don't get any tangles around the base of your float. And then and with 3 rubbers that hold it in position even better. You don't, in the old fashioned ways we used to do it, you see you used to have to put one at the base here to stop the pole to staying at the same depth, or the pole float staying at the same depth, you know, but you don't need to now with 3 silicone pieces on it. And it sits there, and even though it's quite a heavy float, it's still very delicate because I do have it shot down quite low. And then you've got you sort your hook length out. So hope that's helped anybody who's interested. I'll see what else I can do for you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here I am in my shed. I'm doing my pole rigs, or redoing them. If you like my videos I've made of how I go fishing, it might not quite be how you would want to go fishing, but I'm just showing you how I fish with the pole in the margins and out in front of me obviously, and my feeder fishing. So if you like them, just please put the old thumbs up on the bottom and subscribe. And when you subscribe, just hit that little bell and that will notify you when I put new videos out. It's all free, and that just gives us a little bit more of how I'm fishing in this horrible lockdown where we can only go local. So you know, hopefully when it opens up we can go a little further afield so I can go to some more waters and show you some more stuff. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Catch you soon, hopefully.